Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more casually ranked in Hearthstone. I made a Fearsome 4's version of the Druid deck, and I guess I should say a Druid version of the Fearsome 4's deck, and the first game was utterly freaking idiotic. The Hunter flipped a pig, and I just lost. I have Claw that could have killed it, I had Wrath that could have killed it, even a Swipe would have killed it, but I drew none of those things. And then he had, the perfect answer to every single thing I did, including a Houndmaster, to screw me over. Now, with that said, had my Blood Mage Thalnos been a Loot Hoarder, if I had built the deck differently, I could have actually killed that pig and been totally fine and maybe even won the game. So, hard to say. Alright, do you keep Mark of the Wild here? I mean, not really. Let's keep my early removal, keep the Demolisher. One nice thing about this deck is that a lot of the creatures with their 4 health don't die to Fiery War Axe, which robs the warrior of one of his best possible starts. Okay, we have a little bit of an awkward situation here. Nothing to do until I demolish her on turn 3. I could coin it on turn 2, but then I have nothing to do anyway. Alright, luckily he plays a creature for me to Wrathify. I could have Claw shapeshifted, but that would have required the use of the coin. I think holding on to the coin is more valuable than holding on to the hope that Wrath will one day draw me a card. Is he going to play a Frothing Berserker? I really don't want him to, because I can't deal with it. No, he's going to shield block. Okay, so we got, it seems like some kind of a control warrior here, which I'm pretty okay with. Nat, Hagel, a bit slow. I'd rather play him and the Novice Engineer on turn 4. So here's the Demolisher. Difficult to kill, although Heroic Strike or Kor'kron Elite will do the job. Warriors have maybe a higher than average number of answers to Demolisher, and that's not true. I mean, Warlocks can Shadow Bolt, Soulfire. Mages can Polymorph for Fireball, but they wouldn't really want to use those. However, Frostbolt will do the job just as well.
No.
Seems hesitant, which is good. It suggests that perhaps he does not have a good solution. And indeed, he's just going to pass the turn. So it would seem that he's probably holding on to like a Shield Slam or something that he didn't want to use against my Demolisher. So we'll play Novice Engineer then, draw a card, and I'll go ahead and play Nat. If he wants to Shield Slam Nat, that's his own kind of victory. Because Nat is, after all, a 2-mana card, so if it gets Shield Slammed, I'm pretty okay with it. He's going to play a Spiteful Smith. Well, that is actually a difficult minion for me to kill. It gets enraged now, so his weapons deal an extra 2 damage. That's scary. I don't think I can just casually Nourish here. Think we're going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to double Claw. No, I'm not going to double Claw. That's dumb. I'm going to Claw Shapeshift and throw the Novice Engineer. Hang on to my other Claw. Swing that there. I think now is the time to coin into Demolisher number 2. So my opponent's got to spend that Shield Slam against these Demolishers at some point. Or Slam Execute, or whatever combo this Control Warrior has that he doesn't think a Demolisher is worth it being used on. He's got 7 cards, he's doing fine on cards. If he doesn't do anything here, if he just kills my stuff and doesn't do anything, I'm going to Nourish and get ahead. So this does not do anything unless he has an Execute or a Cleave, which will do the trick quite nisely. Cleave hits both my Demolishers, which is interesting, so Nat will actually live. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He was probably going to kill Nat, though, if he could have. Demolisher hits the face, which is unfortunate. I would have much rather it hit the Weaponsmith, so I could have killed it. That's cute. I got a panda. Defender of Argus does not really work, unless I also Shapeshift. It's not that great. Nope. So I'm not going to Nourish here. We'll just Claw Shapeshift. Hit that there. Play the Shield Bearer now to protect the Demolisher. Swing at his face. And I'm not going to play the Panda. We're just going to pass the turn. So Nat already got me a card, which is good. Can't play this Acolyte yet, unfortunately. Maybe I should have played the Acolyte instead of the second Demolisher so I could have gotten a card off of Cleave. He might have played everything differently, though. We'll see. It's hard to say. Still waiting for a lull in the action so I can Nourish. If I got Innervate, that would help me Nourish as well, because then I could, like, get 2 extra mana and maybe do something. I've got my Ancient of Lore and my Ancient of War back there, and my Cairne and my Black Knight. So I've got lots of good stuff back here in this deck to draw into if I were to play a Nourish. So that's a very good drop for him. He can kill the shield bearer and then axe my demolisher a question. That leaves me with a 4-2 that I can't really deal with very effectively. Ancient of Lore. Well, I think that's good. Let's just drop this down and draw 2 cards.
Job done.
Oh, swipe. It's like I have a swipe in this deck? Who the hell knew? Alright, so next turn what I can do is Shapeshift, ping off the Divine Shield, Keeper of the Grove. That's 6 of my mana, leaving me with 2 mana to do pretty much nothing with. If need be, I can use this guy for damage, though, and that would save me 2 mana and not having to Shapeshift. It's going to cleave, make use of the Divine Shield to actually kill off my Ancient of Lore, which is actually alright. That means I can ping off the commander with my Keeper of the Grove. And he does get to kill Matt Pagel here, finally. Now, I could swipe and clear his board. Is that worth doing? Oh, man. I don't want to nourish with him having a board like this. I could, though. I could do it. It'd be risky, but I have so many cards. Let's just clear the board. Shapeshift. Don't see any reason to throw my panda under the bus of the battle axe. We'll just put the shield bearer out here, and then see what comes next. He's got 5 cards here to work with. If this is a control warrior, now's where he might start dropping something really big like Ragnaros or Ysera. I have not gotten my stuff. Well, I did get my Ancient of Lore, but I didn't get my Ancient of War or either of my 6 drops.
What now?
Root. Or perhaps Rut. Alright, well, he seems not to have any exciting legendaries. I mean, as against the Druid, you can feel pretty safe playing something like a Ysera. So just going to play a 4-6. So this is definitely like a classic mid-range deck that we're facing up against here. Can't really kill it, unfortunately, but what I'm going to do is take the time to nourish unless I top deck one of my 6 drops. Which I do, but this thing doesn't have any taunt. Ah, story of my goddamn life. Alright, let's nourish. Blood Mage, Mark of the Wild, and Ancient of War. Well, Mark of the Wild on this doesn't really work. It becomes a 2/6 with taunt. Not that great. Alright, let's play the Acolyte, I guess. Fast turn. Okay, so we'll see if he has the Slam Execute combo for Ancient of War. Or if he has a taunt creature that he'd like to play. Or Defender of Argus. Any of the above would be great. This is just the worst possible thing. Why do people keep playing with that card? I guess because it's a pretty good card. Is the answer to my own stupid question. Swipe! Well, I can't quite clear the board with Swipe, unfortunately. One of these guys will live. But with the Keeper of the Grove's help, I can clear the board. Is that worth doing? Oh, wait a minute. This, though. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's good. It's Keeper. Silence that. And swipe for 5 damage. So I've used both swipes, but I've got a little bit of a toehold on the board. He's got 5 cards. Got a couple of Marks of the Wild and a giant dude that I can use to respond to lots of different threats he might play. Arcanite Reaper, I'm actually okay with that because it's not really going to do much against this Ancient of War, and it is pretty much overkill against the Keeper. With the back and forth game here we got. Innervate, so we're going to do this, that, this. I can Innervate for Defender of Argus, not that useful, so we're just going to Shapeshift. Mark of the Wild is actually abysmal here. It just gives something taunt, so it becomes fodder for the Arcanite Reaper. I'm not exactly thrilled about that. He needs Slam Execute to deal with this Ancient of War. Or possibly Shield Block, Shield Slam, and hit it with the weapon. Or hit it with the weapon and execute. Lots of different things. Cruel Taskmaster, execute. Lots of different ways he can kill this. But he does only have 5 cards, so one of them needs to be execute, pretty much. Whirlwind. Alright, I think he's got Whirlwind execute for me. No, he does not have the execute. He's just armoring up before attacking. And throwing down. Play a taunt creature. Play a taunt creature. Play a taunt creature. Nope, not a taunt creature. We're gonna make a little bit of a tech play here. I'm actually going to... Wait. Let's remember Papa Boris's proverbs, shall we? Always attack before you panic. We're gonna do this. Hand of this back into my hand. Replay it. So this is basically like a ghetto heal. I'm going to use Innervate because honestly, what else is Innervate going to be used for? And we're going to play the Acolytes. So in case of Whirlwinds or Cleaves, I might get free cards. So I have 5 cards in my hand. He has 5 cards in his. My cards are pretty bad. But if he plays a taunt creature, I can catch up. And he seems not to have had an answer to this. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to slam it and draw cards, fishing for that execute, I guess. Arcanite Reaper number 2 comes down the pike hole. Upgrade. Okay, so that's a 6/3. He's really struggling to kill that thing. He's again arming up before attacking like a fool. Do my pity. And alright, that's good. So we're gonna put this guy here.
You are not fit to rule the Horde.
It's a cool bit of trivia. This guy's voice acting, or like his like incoming animation is different if you play him against Garrosh. He does not normally say you are not, brother, you are not fit to rule the Horde. He normally says in the earth's mothers something something. Okay, he's fishing for those executes. I guess this guy just can't get an execute to save his life. This type of deck, I must imagine, has executes in it, or else I'm a crazy man. And once again, Black Knight has absolutely no targets. I don't know why I even keep on trying with this Black Knight. It seems like whenever you play normally, everybody just plays Senjins and Defenders of Argus all over the place, but not here. So he Whirlwinds, I guess he didn't have a Brawl or an Execute, which I'm pretty much okay with. And this is lethal damage, is it not? Let's see, it's like some kind of weird 1-drop. Nope. It'd be a little bit bad-mannered of me to play the Druid of the Claw. Hishne Autopala. Alright.
Well played.
Good times. Was that the first game of this video? I think it was. So we'll do another game. Getting 10 gold. Yippity doo-dah. One thing I like about ranked mode, you get money so quickly compared to playing in the arena. It's kind of wild. I mean, in arena, I guess if you have a good streak in the arena, you can just gain money very quickly there, much more so than in ranked, but it's like your money just isn't going down. You just do your daily quests and get 10 gold every 3 wins and enjoy life. It's pretty sweet. You get like a few hundred gold a week. More than that, really, without any risk. Charmed life these ranked players live. Charmed life. Alright, let's do a game here. Against a priest. That's a tough matchup. Priests are a tough matchup. I even though it's weird, like not many people play priest in ranked, but they are always quite scary because, you know, unless you're playing 4 power minions, they've got the shadow words to kill anything, and mind control will kill anything as well. But we'll keep on trucking. Let's see if I can get a Mark of the Wild for this shield bearer,
Shall not pass.
or anything to play on turn 2 for that matter.
In the light's name.
Oh, Light Warden. Okay. Well, that's awkward. Is he actually going to play Light Warden and a Northshire Cleric? Mind Vision. Oh, geez. I don't really want him having any of these things. So I'm actually not going to Shapeshift and hit him in the face, because that just gives him an avenue to heal it and pump up the Light Warden. So this sucks. I can't kill it. I don't have a Wrath or a Claw. If I do draw one, I will definitely kill that thing. Light Warden. Who plays with the Light Warden? It's apparently a respectable card. Alright, Black Knight, the perennial favorite, coming down the pike hole. Demolisher is going to threaten to kill this. Maybe. Randomly. If the Demolisher lives, I can at least attack into the Light Warden and Shapeshift to finish it off. But probably none of that's going to happen. Probably this will die, and then I'll just Keeper of the Grove to shoot this thing to death. But he's Mind Vision again, so he's very likely to get something sort of good. At least he's not doing anything, and at least he's already used his coin. He's going to Holy Smite this. So the Light Warden can't quite kill it, but it'll kill it next turn. Alright, Acolyte of Pain or Demolisher. The perennial choice. Let's go for the Demolisher. Threatens to kill the Light Warden with the barrel, so my opponent will probably go crazy killing it. And then I can play Keeper of the Grove. And if he has a Shadow Word Pain, I'd rather lose the Demolisher than the Acolyte, because the Acolyte's worth cards. So he's probably got a Demolisher or a Keeper of the Grove here, having Mind Vision twice. If he actually stole a Black Knight, that could be tragic if I had to later play Ancient of War. I would have to really keep track of his hand. Because he stole 2 of my cards. Demolisher, Keeper, Ancient of War, or Black Knight. He's going to actually heal my Shield Bearer. Well played.
Well played.
Got a 50-50 chance of killing this Light Warden for free now.
Thank you.
And of course I whiff. Well, such is the story of my life. I could innervate for a Black Knight. Not helpful.
I must safeguard the land.
Let's Moonfire that guy and hit him in the face. So, if he had a Keeper of the Grove, would he play it here? Probably not. It's kind of a lame play right here. If he had a Demolisher, would he play it here? Maybe. Next turn, I might just innervate for Ancient of Lore and draw 2 cards. Get a 5/5 on the table and card up. Unless he gives me a really good reason to do something else.
Safeguard the
No, we're just going to play Keeper of the Grove and silence my Demolisher. Fair, fair, fair. I could play this, which threatens to get extra cards out of the Keeper. Alright, we'll do that. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to kill his Keeper of the Grove. Let's just go full hog here. And I'm going to hang on to this Innervate. Time might pass it by, but I might need to do some kind of wacky move like Black Knight, Innervate, Shapeshift. Innervate gets used to Shapeshift a lot of the time. I don't want to Innervate just to play the Novice Engineer, but I might do that if need be. So here we are, kind of a weird game. Lots of stuff has been happening, but it's only turn 5. It's got 6 cards to my kind of 7, sort of.
I must safeguard.
And in fact, he actually got Keeper of the Grove both times, so he's able to silence both of my 3-drops. Alright. Well, this is actually a very good moment now that I've drawn Cairne, because priests have a really difficult time dealing with Cairne Bloodhoof.
Feel nature's wrath.
Bring the pain.
I could have killed this with Keeper, Acolyte, Innervate, Shapeshift, but I figured I'd hang on to the Innervate. Priests have a very difficult time killing this. It's like this is like the Achilles heel of priests. Shadow Word doesn't work. We're not up to mind control yet. Holy Fire doesn't really work. He just cannot bring this guy down. He will play a Holy Nova
Is
now?
someone injured?
He's gonna play Northstar Cleric, heal this for a card, I presume. Now he's gonna Holy Nova, which heals this and gives him a card. Alright, fair enough. So here I'm going to play the Ancient of Lore, get 2 cards. Nat Pale, huh? Let's kill the Northshire Cleric, which is the more dangerous card, although I could just kill this. No, we're going to kill the Northshire Cleric, stop any shenanigans. Do I Innervate for something? Like Nat? Yeah, I'm not going to use this Innervate anytime soon. We're going to Innervate for Nat.
Wait fish all day.
See if my opponent wants to do something and try to kill it. If he eats a Holy Smite or a Shadow Word Pain, I'll be pretty delighted. A tech play would have been to Panda, put this back into my hand so I could replay it later, but that would have been a bit greedy. I was actually going to kill my Chillwind Yeti, iteration number 1.
Upon us.
Man, I've never played with Cairne before. I just completed my full set yesterday. This card is ridiculous. So ridiculous. He's actually going to use the Inner Fire combo to kill Nat that way. Well played.
Well played.
But I am getting up on cards here. So, let's... actually, I don't want to do this, do I? If I want to play the Defender of Argus. Yeah, let's play the Acolyte of Pain.
Pain, speak to me.
Defender of Argus. Ishne Auto Pola. He's got 4 cards, I've got 6. I should get some cards off the Acolyte here. Coming up on... Oh, man, you know what? I probably should have done this. He can play Cabal Shadow Priest and steal this. Luckily, he didn't actually have a Cabal Shadow Priest, but I should have played around that. That would have been a very strong play. Alright, Power Word Shield comes down the pike hole. It's going to be very difficult for me to kill that. Northshire Cleric lets me have extra cards from the Acolyte. Alright, let's draw a card first before we do anything else. Innervate. Alright, so swipe plus this is 9 damage. Seems easy enough. What is he saying? Oh wait, I should do this. Always draw cards first. Always draw cards first. Claw? Yeah, whatever. Alright, put this back in my hand so we can get cards from it later. I value the cards more than I value the Defender of Argus buff. And he can still steal this with a Cabal Shadow Priest. I would like this to actually die soon. Obviously, if he had a Cabal Shadow Priest, he would have played it last turn instead of the Ogre. So kind of lucky for me that he didn't have it. Light Spawn, not a problem. Still not a problem. So this guy is definitely going for the Inner Fire combo stuff. Druid of the Claw. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run this in. Hit it with the Acolyte to kill it. Drawing a card. Nourish. Let's think. Yes, I will nourish this turn. So I'm going to nourish for 3 cards. I'm not going to get fatigued anytime soon. And what we can do now is claw, shapeshift, swing, kill, get a card. And we're looking pretty good. So now we got bajillion, skirbajillion cards. We've won the control battle, and my opponent should be toast. I can't really imagine what he could possibly do here, though, let him win this game. At this point. At this juncture, acupuncture. Shadow Word Pain arrives a little bit too little, a little bit too late. Stops me from getting any more cards off my Acolyte. He heals up. Not a big deal. Alright, let's just do this. We're gonna play these... I wouldn't do this against, like, say, a mage, but a priest against a pair of 4/4s is actually not gonna have the easiest time in the world killing these guys off. So, swingity, swangity. Oh, that was a mistake. Shoot, that was a huge mistake. You shouldn't do that, because now he can actually mind control this, and he's got a 6/6 taunting charger. That's a mistake. I should have put Mark of the Wild on like something that doesn't have charge, so mind control wouldn't be quite as good.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Inner Fire. Card. Oh hey, there's a combo in this deck I didn't even realize I had. I can Mark of the Wild Black Knight. Sweet. He played Inner Fire and Divine Spirit backwards, hilariously. Alright. I really want to Mark of the Wild and kill this with Black Knight, but that would be grossly bad-mannered, because I can just kill him. With, my stuff in a variety of fashions.
I must safeguard the
So we're not gonna show off or anything, we're just gonna say well played, and Determinador goes down. That was a pretty long game, both games are pretty long, so we'll call it a day here. Thanks for watching Casually Ranked, and checking out the Fearsome 4's Druid Edition. We'll be back next time with who knows what. Please like and subscribe in the meantime, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, folks.